And next, I think I spotted Charles here in the audience. Yes, from Invest Hong Kong. And we're going to acknowledge our grand award winners just very briefly here. So Charles, why don't you come up and just introduce these companies. And don't go away because we're doing our awards presentations next. Charles, come up here, please. Okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is Charles. I'm Associate Director General at Invest Hong Kong. The reason I'm here is that this is the Start Me Up Hong Kong week. We had 2 days ago a really great venture forum, the Start Me Up Venture Forum. This is the second year in the making where we had a global competition, 550 entries from 47 economies, 37% increase from last year's global competition. What we're seeing here is this ecosystem in the making. We're really excited to see clusters of startups in various areas, from fintech to smart city technologies to diverse IoT, Internet of Things, as well as hardware, and things like e-commerce, supply chain technology as well. And so we're very excited to see all this in the making, and there are many champions in the room here. We're building the ecosystem together with the community, and what we're seeing, there are a lot of great startups already. Here, locally Hong Kong-based startups that are coming up to really getting some really great, not only funding, but also great accolades. I see Simon Loong here with peer-to-peer lending, WeLab. And there's a number of startups that we saw at the demo day, at the next demo day, was it yesterday, 2 days ago, at the other KPMG campus. And we're seeing a lot of large multinational corporations getting involved. KPMG now launching their very exciting innovation lab for data analytics, as well as we saw the B2B launch of the Swire Properties platform accelerator program on last Monday. And coming up also, we saw also accelerator program for fintech by Accenture. So there's a lot of different companies that are coming up, so we're extremely excited about it.
Can we acknowledge the grand award
For the
winners?
awards?
Yes.
Yes.
They're here, right? They
yes,
should
can
be
I
stand up.
invite them to stand up, please?
Yes, please. So it was a very tough competition, so they deserve a round of applause.
So these are the winners of we selected 12 winners out of 550. Those are all, they're here. So thank you very much.
Yeah, you want to just say who they are? So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, right here. Right here.
Not sure if everybody's here, but
the
founder of Scott Books.
The founder of Persis Telecom.
And
the founder of Freightos. Okay. Anyhow, thank you so much, and thank you, Charles. Congratulations. Congratulations on this Start Me Up Hong Kong initiative. Okay, I promise Jenny Lee. Where is Jenny? Oh, it is right in front of me. Okay, she has a flight to catch to Shanghai, which is why I've been moving things along really fast. But yes, we're now going into our awards presentations. And there are 5 of them. And we're going to go through each one of them quickly and have them make a few remarks. These award winners have been chosen by our editorial advisory board, which is driven by Silicon Dragon. And our first award winner is for venture capital firm, and this is going to GGV Capital. And I'd like Jenny to come up here, and Anson as well, Anson Bailey from KPMG. And the reason that GGV Capital is getting this award is because They're now moving into investing in very early stage startups in the US and China. They're carving out a portion of their new fund to target deals in very early stage. GGV was one of the early backers of Alibaba, having invested $8 million back in the early 2000s when the company was valued around $180 million. GGV has sold off some of its stakes over the years. It's now set to make a 30 times return on that investment. It may have been in plus 30 times, right? So, Jenny, would you like to make a few remarks in accepting?
Yeah, thank you, Rebecca. We're very appreciative of the award. I think, thank you. What we want to say is, as I mentioned earlier, we raised our new fund. It's a Fund 5, both RMB and US. We are US-China cross-border fund. And as Rebecca mentioned, while we traditionally look at, Series A and B, we do feel that in the new mobile internet world, there are worthy entrepreneurs who are starting out even at the seed stage. That's going to be well worth for us to support them from the get-go. And so, as Rebecca mentioned as well, we are carving out a piece of it to support entrepreneurs both in the US and in China that's trying to change the world. And with that, I want to thank our ecosystem partner, whether KPMG, our lawyers, Rebecca as well, for organizing fantastic panels many times a year, both in the US and China. She's as cross-border as us. And so thank you very much. Thank you.
Next, our next award is for private equity deal. So we moved from venture capital to private equity, and this award goes to Silver Lake. And why is it going to Silver Lake? It's going to Silver Lake because Silver Lake is a global leader in tech investing. They were the largest private equity investor in Alibaba pre-IPO. They first invested in Alibaba in 2011, and with Silver Lake co-leading an investor group that included DST Capital, Youngpug Capital, and Temasek. They invested again in 2012, bringing their investment into Alibaba at more than $800 million. And they sold 7% of their overall stake in Alibaba in the IPO. And accepting the award on behalf of Silver Lake is Managing Director Zheng Wang. Thank you so much.
Hello. Yeah, thank you, Rebecca, for the award and the recognition. Just want to say that we're really privileged to be associated with Alibaba. Truly a once-in-a-generation company, and to be associated with all of its investors, some of them are here.
Could you close the doors back there, please?
To us, it's really an inspirational story, and I also hope that it will be inspirational also for entrepreneurs here. Maybe the future Jack and Joe are here. It's a company that has transformed multiple industries in China, from retail to fintech, logistics, and maybe in the future entertainment or even healthcare. You never know. So I'm very excited to see what's next. Thank you again.
Okay, thank you. moving right along, our IPO, you would think it might be Alibaba, but no, we're trying to focus on Pearl River Delta area companies. So the award for IPO goes to iDreamSky Technology. And David, okay, yes, okay, good. Accepting the award is Monty Singman. So thank you very much for being here. All right, so why did we select iDreamSky Technology? A few statistics about the IPO, and I have to say that a primary factor also was that they're based here in the region, but they went public on NASDAQ this past summer. They now have a $680 million market cap. They've done extremely well financially and in terms of active user base, 98 million monthly active users. It's a 73% year-on-year growth. They are primarily focused on finding the best games from around the world and customizing and localizing them for the China market. The company, as I said, it completed its IPO on NASDAQ on August 7th, 2014, right before, like a month before Alibaba. And they also got financing from, none other than Tencent and Line. So I think they deserve this IPO award, and let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you for this recognition. All the guys, all my colleagues, we're all working our asses off to keep up the growth. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Okay. This may not be too surprising on this one, right? For our Entrepreneur Award, it's going to Simon Loong of WeLab. And I think we heard some of the reasons why before when Napoleon interviewed Simon up here. But Simon, please come up and accept the award for Entrepreneur of the Year. And let me just reiterate why Simon is an award winner here. And I was really impressed with their ability to raise financing from Li Ka-shing's Tom Group and Sequoia Capital. WeLab is the first ever venture capital venture that Sequoia has invested in Hong Kong, so I think a lot of credit goes to him, and and he's raised a lot of money for a Hong Kong-based startup, 14 million, and they're not finished yet. They're planning to do another, make some more news coming up in December, right? So stay tuned. Simon is doing a great job, and I guess working his ass off too. So, thank you. Thank you. A few words.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be brief. Thank you. I think throughout my entrepreneurship era, which is still ongoing, of course, I've met a lot of you, so thank you very much. Some of you have become investors, some supporters, some of us remains friends. Every feedback, every discussion we have made us stronger and better into where we are today, and of course we'll do a lot better. The second thing, I just want to quickly echo what Tina and Jenny said, I think entrepreneurship is a lot about persistence and courage. For we know that courage is not about finding strength to go on; it's about finding strength to go on when you do not have strength. That is the biggest part of it. So, thank you very much. Lastly, thank my wife. Originally, actually, my wife was supposed to be an entrepreneur, and I'm supposed to work for a large company. We swapped roles, and then she is actually at the back. Frances, she's the biggest supporter, and I'm without a shadow of doubt, I'm very sure that if she had been an entrepreneur, she'll be here accepting an Entrepreneur of the Year award instead of me. Thank you very much.
And last but certainly not least, our Venture Capital Investor Award. And this is really almost like a very lifetime achievement, career achievement award for Tina Zhu of Kleiner Perkins China and TDF Capital. I've known Tina, I think maybe all the 15 years of your venture capital investing career. So Tina, why don't you come up here and let me, oh, I guess. Okay. So Tina is very modest, so let me read a little bit about her accomplishments. She has more than 25 years of experience in venture capital, investment banking, and operations, and she's lived in and worked in New York City, LA, San Francisco, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. She's the founding and managing partner of Kleiner Perkins China. She was the original partner at Kleiner Perkins China, and she was the founding partner of TDF Capital when they began investing in China. She's one of the first generation venture capitalists in China. She began investing in 2000 after being a banker for 10 years. So she's had this really strong banking background and then into venture capital. She believes in finding and investing in emerging dominant market leaders, as we heard before, in open news sectors. She wants to be a longtime partner with companies that are built to last. And she's known to be a very supportive board member to companies. So she's one to get to know, folks. And I tell you, she's been behind just about every success story from China in the internet space. Alibaba, well, not just internet too, but Alibaba and Baidu and Focus Media and China Netcom and China Auto Rental, Alibaba. Credit Ease is an up-and-comer. Very quickly up-and-comer. And I think, let's give Tina a round of applause for all of her accomplishments.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm surprised to get the award. And very flattered and honored. It's a privilege to be here and meet new friends. I just have to say that, although we talk about the past successes, it's really happened many years ago. All my time I really spending with entrepreneurs with a dream like yourself. So that's where I spend most of my time and also attending board meetings, helping company to grow from zero to IPO.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for staying with us to the happy ending here. And it's going to get even happier with cocktails right next door. So please enjoy. And we'll be back here April 22 in Hong Kong.